Hi, everybody.
Hello, friends. How is everybody today?
Leggett Ronnie. Hello.
Ooh, I'm having trouble seeing. Are we far away? Oh, we love you too. Oh.
Yes, we are a little late tonight. Oh, you're so sweet, Pedge. My first name is Ronnie.
Pedge is here. Hi, Pedge.
And it's Ronnie. How's everybody tonight?
I'm having trouble seeing, so this is going to be interesting.
Do you have your contacts in?
Uh-huh.
That's not good.
I know. Tired.
We're very tired, too.
Very tired.
I think we're going to keep it short scope tonight. You guys are like the dumbest gays in the world to say that Trump will make America better. Well, he's not going to do anything to make it worse. Did you see that SJW in a video with Lyft?
No, I did not.
Gary Johnson shouldn't even run. That was interesting, his little speech he gave
Today, Junior.
today. We never said we would make America better.
But we're going to.
We will. One liberal at a time.
One liberal at a time.
Goofy Gary.
See, I don't understand why all you have to say is that we're stupid.
Did you see the iPhone 7? It's so cool, I love it. Nope. Hillary was wearing an earpiece. Is it not true? What, I don't even know what you're talking about anymore. I'm going to see Milo this month.
Ah, jealous. I want to see Milo.
Teacher asked me to put a Hillary sign in my yard. I asked her to tell me one policy. What did your teacher respond? Oh, she couldn't.
Well, the bigger problem is, why is a teacher telling you to put a sign in your yard?
Extra credit?
That's wrong.
Yeah, can we report your teacher?
Seriously. That's illegal, exactly.
If he was to make America better, why build business out of America? Because that's why he is going to make America better, make America great again. He is going to give businesses incentives to stay here in America. It's actually very smart of him to have companies outside of America. It is very profitable for him.
As any business owner, if it's profitable or cheaper to make something outside of the country, you're going to do it. If there's no incentive there for you to produce and manufacture in the United States, you're not going to. That is why Trump is creating an environment to produce in the United States.
Exactly. He's giving tax breaks to big businesses and small businesses so that they can expand and grow and create more companies here. Exactly. He's a businessman. He has every right to make profit for himself.
Right.
But now he is going to reduce taxes here in America so that he can bring his businesses back.
I like how
and
liberals
other ones
turn in an entire sweeping policy about incentivizing all corporations to stay in the United States. And I like how liberals turn it around and say, oh, it would benefit him. Seriously? It would benefit all of us if corporations and big business stayed here. Wake up, dumbass.
Lowest labor participation since the 70s, worst economic recovery since the 40s. I believe it. Without profit motive, we'd be Venezuela. You guys are stupid, I am right. Wink. Okay, we're going to ignore you.
It's usually the argument we get from liberals. Or you're a racist and you're a bigot. I haven't heard that one yet, so bring it on. Oh, there's a plane back there. Did you see it?
I saw that, yeah. It's quite the flash of light. So the Broncos won tonight. Hooray.
Woo! Broncos!
Whoop, whoop.
Yay. I can't see that. You're a racist and a bigot. Thank you. I was waiting for that. I needed somebody to say it.
You Broncos.
They won. Super Bowl.
You just called someone a dumbass after complaining liberals call you names. Well, we actually have backing as to why we call them a dumbass.
They are dumb because they have yet to respond with policy or actual fact. They respond with, you're a racist, you're a bigot, I am right, you are wrong. That is what we were saying. So yes, that is an idiotic comment, so therefore, they are stupid.
My friend wants to say something. Okay.
Okay, friend. Trump will ban tobacco. Good, we need to ban tobacco.
And even if he did, that's fine, because after he wins the election,
After he
we are
wins,
quitting.
we're quitting. So,
Media was now saying Trump was for the war. He never was.
if anybody out there smokes and wants to stop smoking, we are going to quit November 8th. So,
November 9th.
November
after
9th.
He wins.
So,
Not when he wins.
if you want to take the journey with us, we encourage you to.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania public school calendar is honoring Islamic Sacrifice Feast Day on 9/11. Wow. Trump does not make his merchandise in India. He makes it in America. We have plenty of
Proof
Make
of
America Great things here to prove it. Yeah, but the media won't report that. Exactly.
They would never report that. It would be counterproductive to their narrative.
9/11 is on a Sunday. How is the school going to do that?
Sorry about touching my eyeball. I just can't see anything.
Are you sure you have it in?
Yeah, it's in. It hurts.
Unfortunately, I don't think the idiots are going to leave. They're going to be like, well, you have to understand.
Yeah. Trying to adjust.
Congratulations on quitting January 1st.
Thank you.
We're not doing a call-in today. We're still too tired from our trip. Call-in Saturday for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
No, because
Do you work late?
I work late and then I work early.
His schedule. Somebody fix his schedule.
We do support Trump 100%.
If his boss is watching, fix that.
My son figured out how to find made in China on all his toys. It's on 99% of all of his stuff. Exactly.
Exactly.
You read the article on Twitter about Obama not leaving if Trump wins? No.
No, that can't happen.
Why do you support Trump?
We support Trump for a number of reasons. I mean, we get on Scope every night and explain for 2 hours why we support Trump. But in general, to sum up everything we say, is he's putting all Americans first. Regardless of race or sexual orientation, he's putting everybody that's an American first. And I don't see any problem with that. People in the media are saying that nationalistic or nationalism is a bad thing. I really would strongly encourage people with brains to figure out why that's not a bad thing. And we need to protect ourselves. We need to put ourselves first for once. Because otherwise, we're losing control of our country. We have $21 trillion in debt. We have an $800 billion annual trade deficit growing. And we can't seem to get our shit together. And we're all this is happening, and we're talking about where transgender people poop. I think it's just so short-sighted of our government to be so neglectful of us. So I think it's time that we should vote for somebody that is going to put our interests first, where the American people are Trump's special interest, not foreign governments and not big business. So
I agree with some of the things you are saying, but 60 days, 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 20 seconds until you guys stop smoking.
Yep.
Woohoo!
And Trump wins.
Are you guys ready with popcorn for September 26th? I don't know if we'll have popcorn, but
What's September 26th?
the first debate.
Oh, yes.
It is a city behind us. It is Denver. The bearded guy
That's a
in
problem.
a dress.
Yeah, that is, I would agree, that is a problem.
But the best thing is, though, is you probably don't know how many transgender people have been in the bathroom with you.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be honest with everybody out there, if you're a legit transgendered individual, you can pull it off and nobody would know, right? I mean, and no harm done. Like, they're already using the bathrooms that they see fit. They're not, like, asking permission, or they're not following the law. They are using the bathroom that they see fit. And if you haven't noticed it, there's no problem. It's the people that are kind of creepy and want to go into different gendered bathrooms that now have permission to by law, which is wrong. Um, so why did we even need to bring it up in the first place? Why is it even an issue? Why are we talking about this? We should be talking about like real issues.
Somebody said that Trump wants to brand all Muslims and keep them from entering the country. First of all, no, he does not want to brand them or have them wear a sticker or whatever it is. It was a mere suggestion that he brought up. It is nothing that he has enforced or since sought after doing. As for banning them from the country, he merely said a temporary ban until we can figure out how to vet them properly, because some of those people coming in want to do harm to America.
And we know for a fact that 5% of them are ISIS. We know this for a fact. We also know, at least 4% of them are ISIS that we know for a fact.
But can you see how people get scared from hearing that? No, I can't, because they just hear banning an entire group.
When that's not what it is. And so later he reformed how he said it, and he said, okay, fine, I'm calling for a temporary ban on everyone entering the country until we can properly vet them. No matter how much you sugarcoat it, no matter how much it warms your ears to hear it, it's still the same issue at the end of the day. It's going to be the Syrian refugees and the people from the Middle East that we are not going to allow into this country because we cannot find documentation on them, which is already the law. Keep this in mind, everybody. This is already the law. We just don't enforce our laws. The United States is supposed to thoroughly vet every single individual entering this country. It's already written in the book. We already should be doing it. And all Trump did was just say it out loud, and now people are pissed because he's a racist somehow. Just wake up. It's our laws. We need to figure out who's coming into this country. Do you really want people coming into this country that want to harm us?
How about we just don't let the gays in? 10% are murderers. Well, let's take a look at your rainbow hair, first of all, and let's just pick that apart.
What?
The person that said something...
10% of gays are murderers? Source, please.
I'm gay. Are you a murderer?
Hello, Clarice. No, that's a lie.
There is already terrible people in this country. What about them? They're our problem to deal with. We should not have to deal with people from other countries that are not our problem.
That's all it is. If you're an American citizen, you're our problem. We have to deal with you. It's like your child, right? If they're your child, you have to deal with them. It's your responsibility as a parent, and that's exactly what the government should be doing. If our citizen has a problem, we should be making sure that we deal with the problem in the appropriate way. But why are we taking other people from other countries and making them our problem? Why are we solving other people's problems? That's all we're saying.
Exactly. If we can't even deal with the people that we have in our country currently, why do we want to take more into our country that we have no idea what their intentions are?
Well, we know. And keep in mind, I just want everybody to understand. You got ISIS. Very scary. Okay? Yeah. Whoop-de-doo. Okay? I'm scared of ISIS. Whatever. But I am not as scared of ISIS as I am of Sharia law entering this country, because the majority of Middle Eastern Muslims believe and support in this ideology called Sharia law. It's not even an ideology. It's quite necessary. It's quite essentially their politics. How they enforce their law is called Sharia law, and it is directly related to the Quran and how they operate on a day-to-day basis. And if you don't know what Sharia law is, that is death to homosexuals.
Oppression of women.
Oppression of women, right? Women can't vote. Women can't go outside without a male counterpart. Women can't drive. Women can't do X, 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 and X. I mean, supreme oppression. And you really want to invite that into a country who, by the way, we believe in a secular state in this country. We believe in separation of church and state. How can you possibly invite people that cannot live secularly, that cannot divide their religious beliefs from their political ones, and think everything's going to go smoothly? Wake up.
How many people died this year in America due to terrorists? Well, let's take the Pulse nightclub, so there's 50.
There's 50 at least.
San Bernardino, that was what, 11? 17?
Right.
So we're already up to 65
and
plus.
I'm sorry. If there was one death in the United States, that's one too many. It's something that shouldn't even be here. And keep this in mind, okay? Since 2016, there has been a terrorist attack every single day. Since, actually, for 2 years, since January 1st, 2015 to now, there has been a terrorist attack from radical Islam, specifically, every single day. And they were up to like 80,000 deaths last year, and they're about to top it this year. So before you get on your high horse about, oh, you know, America's safe, why don't you start focusing on what the real issue is?
And yes, the Pulse nightclub shooter, when he called the police, he pledged his allegiance to Allah or whomever
ISIS.
it was.
He
to
called
ISIS.
the ISIS leader and it pledged his allegiance to ISIS.
So there you go. And there are active investigations in every one of the 50 states as to ISIS members here in America.
Yeah, they already
That is a
identified
fact.
15 terror cells directly related to ISIS already in this country, by the way. And they're estimating a number of 300 plus radical extremists, Islam extremists in this country already. They're already here, just so everybody is aware. We are just trying to prevent more of them entering this country.
And no need to pray for us. We're sending blocking prayers back. We're completely okay over here. Exactly. Why don't people understand Hillary does not support gays at all? Trump is way more supportive. Can somebody please tell me how, as a gay person, Hillary is going to make your life better as a gay person? Can somebody please explain that to me?
And can somebody also explain how she's had 30 plus years already and has done nothing for you? So, what makes you think that she's going to do anything now? I mean,
Why a gay nightclub? Terrorists don't usually aim for a gay community, they aim for Americans. Well, so as Pedge, ISIS supporters support Sharia law. Sharia law does not support homosexuality. It was a soft target. They knew that there were no guns in there.
And the guy was potentially gay himself. Keep in mind, there's still ISIS people out there that are gay. They're just not allowed to be gay. Just remember that. No words. That's usually what we get from libs.
I'm more scared
words.
that Trump will oppress us more than I am than the same number of terrorists there are. They're already here.
Who said that?
Rainbow hair boy.
Oh. Okay, I just need everybody to focus on what the true issues are, right? So we can get into this religious debate about how Muslims are peaceful, and we can get into like the nitty-gritty, which is what the media does every single day, but it's not speaking to the true issues. The true issues are quite literally this. There is a group of people out there that are motivated by radical Islam to kill Western civilization. And not only that, but that group out there is the largest terrorist threat to Western civilization in the world currently. I will repeat that. It is the largest terrorist threat currently in the world against Western civilization. So, now that you have that, let's figure out where it comes from. Okay, well, ISIS was quite literally created because they had room to grow, right? These evil dictators were taken out by Obama and Hillary, by the way, which left all of this vacuum open in the Middle East for radical religious ideology to grow. And that's why you have ISIS right now. And so it's continuing to grow because we are not helping the situation in any way, shape, or form. We are not stopping it, although even Obama says ISIS is contained, but it's not. It's a threat. So realistically speaking, shouldn't we neutralize this threat if it challenges your rainbow hair and way of life?
Sorry, Bernie's not in the running anymore. So again, somebody please tell us, how is Hillary Clinton going to make your life better as a gay?
Right.
As a gay person, what does she do or say that proves that she supports you?
She's had 30 years already.
In 2008, she was given a perfect hand-built gold platter to be able to support the gays, and she didn't.
She denied it. She had the opportunity in 2008 when she ran.
Mark
She didn't
Snatch,
do it.
answer our question first. We have plenty of answers for you.
Mark Snatch.
Exactly. Let's broaden it. How is Hillary going to make anybody's lives better? She sold us out for ISIS.
She did. She sold out the gays for crazy ISIS. What did she say in 2008? She said nothing, that's the problem. She said she rejected to take on the gay issue, gay marriage and other gay issues in 2008. She had the biggest platform ever to do it. She could have easily beat Obama by doing it and just completely went the other way on it and said, nope, not going to happen. There's was it New York Times? There's a New York Times article, I believe it's New York Times, that did a story on it about what Hillary Clinton could have done in 2008 to support homosexuals, and how what she is saying now completely contradicts her run in 2008, because she was never for gay people. You should definitely look at that.
How about the contradictory speech Hillary made this morning? I did not read it or see it.
Gays for Trump makes sense, absolutely, but most importantly, Americans for Trump, I think makes better sense than everything combined, because that's all we are at the end of the day. I am an American, and I want to defend my country. My sexuality has no influence in government dealings whatsoever, so I'm not worried about that. I don't care about social issues. I don't care. My heart and soul for what the government should, or support for what the government should be, should solely be to keep us safe and to create an environment for all of its citizens to thrive in. That's what America should be doing, as far as from a government standpoint anyway. And they're not doing that. They're not creating an environment for us to succeed.
Can I block Q?
I can't read what he's saying. What is he
He's the same stuff over and over and over again. Trump loves hate.
Oh, shut up with that shit. Your little CNN blurbs and your Hillary Clinton quotes.
Do we block Q? Can we get hearts for blocking Q?
No, we don't block people.
But he's... Look at all the hearts, though.
Oh, we hit 1 million hearts.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you guys so much. We hit 1 million hearts. We meant to open up this scope by thanking everybody, and we completely forgot.
We woke up this morning to 1 million hearts, so we appreciate it from everybody.
Awesome. Thank you.
Feel the love. Love back to everybody.
That is huge. What news channel do you guys watch? It's so brutal on every single channel. We don't watch it anymore. So, I mean, we'll still read, everything that comes in. We read liberal sources, we read conservative sources, but we fact check everything ourselves. So everything that you hear us say has been confirmed in one way or another.
Can I do it?
No.
I'll just keep ignoring him.
Oh, I can't see what you guys are
We
writing.
hit 3.3 million hearts, but still congrats on your first million. We haven't been doing this as long as you.
Thank you. Who was that?
Pedge.
Pedge.
It's time to take down the crooked machine. People need to realize what is happening, and that's why we do this every night. We're not taking calls today because we're too tired. We are going to bed here shortly.
Pedge, it's because you do shirtless scopes, that's why.
I was going to say that, but...
That's all. That's the only reason. John... I don't know who that is. Wow, you stupid.
Shortly, meaning in an hour. No, actually in about 8 minutes.
Trump is an American fascist?
Keep doing what you guys are doing. People need to hear the truth, and we plan on doing it all the time. Should we tell them about Fox?
I haven't confirmed it.
Can we just bring it up though? Yeah. So, while we were on our mini vacation, we received a phone call, and we have yet to confirm it, but Fox News 31 here in Denver wants to do a piece on us and bring us in and have us on the TV, so...
That will be good, hopefully. Then we will be the news.
Yes.
Boom!
So, I think tomorrow morning that's the first thing that we're going to do.
is confirm it, not
Yes.
actually do it.
Tomorrow, Fox 31. The next day, Good Morning America.
No way. I would love to sit down with Rachel Maddow, though, and just say, dude, cool it. Take it over. You plan to.
No, we still have everybody calling him M, even in interviews.
Wonder when Hillary, that's a good point. Wonder when Hillary is going to stop taking money from foreign governments that kill gays. Interestingly enough, it was asked upon the Clinton campaign itself to say you are taking money from countries that oppress women, kill homosexuals, XXX and X, saying that it stands against everything you're standing for. So why are you doing this? How can you justify taking money from foreign governments? The Clinton campaign responded. Are you ready for this? The Clinton campaign responded and said, she will stop taking money after she is president. So not only did they admit to taking money from foreign governments that oppress women and kill homosexuals, not only did they do that, but they also said only when she's president will the corruption stop. This is verified. This actually really happened.
We have to get back to Sam Hain on our shirt design.
Who?
The guy that wants to help us with the shirt design, the graphics.
Oh yes.
Sorry, we've been all over the place the past 4 or 5 days. Do you guys care about Mike Pence though? Not really. He's not running for president. We're not voting for Mike Pence. We're voting for Trump.
And in all honesty, the only thing I have a problem with is him socially, is his social views. But I know that that's not what this election is about. It's not going to be about social issues or where trannies poop or whatever. It's quite literally going to be getting this country back on track, and he has a proven record of doing that. So I'm fine with him in that regard. Socially, I don't agree with him, but again, that doesn't mean much to me.
Who's the current VP?
Biden.
What has Joe Biden done as VP? Somebody said, oh, he's still going to be VP. What has Joe Biden done as VP?
Negotiated the Iran deal.
Oh, well, that was a failure.
Yeah, it was. And he didn't even negotiate. Oh, and he broke his leg somewhere. That's pretty much what happened.
That was in his face.
Well, he was over there doing the deal. He broke his leg, and he looked like an idiot.
Gotcha. Trump is picking up steam. A reporter asked Clinton about her failing poll numbers, and her staff cut them off and would not let them finish the question.
No one has any idea what kind of president Trump is going to be. I disagree with that completely. I mean, look at, when he's in other countries, before he was even running for president, just by being a businessman. When he was in other countries and he sat down with other members of foreign governments and had, civil conversations and assertive conversations and diplomatic conversations, and you should go watch those. They're all on YouTube. That is the kind of president Donald Trump is going to be, in case you're wondering. When he met with the president of Mexico to discuss terms and to better both of our countries, that is something that he's going to be doing. Hillary Clinton was invited to that. She
turned it down.
Turned it down, saying that that's not how diplomacy works. That's quite literally the words that came out of her mouth. Donald Trump thinks it's so easy. That's not how diplomacy works. When she's not even over there. So is Hillary Clinton's definition of diplomacy not interacting at all? Because that's what it looked like.
Somebody said that, I'd love to debate you guys and prove to you that Trump is only in this for the rich. Is that why he's giving tax breaks to everybody, and people that make below $25,000 a year don't have to pay anything?
Or $50,000 a year with a spouse, they pay zero in taxes. So actually, the greatest benefit of Trump's tax plan comes to the working class. So if you're just reading Hillary Clinton's tweets and says, he's only going to help the rich, yeah, he is going to help the rich. But you know what? He's definitely going to help the poor by tremendous margins, more so than any other president in the last 30, 50 years.
What about somebody making $70,000? Your taxes are still going to be lowered. He's lowering taxes for everyone in this country. Hillary Clinton has made it very, very publicly known that she is increasing taxes on the middle class. She's going to raise taxes on corporate businesses to an unbelievably high amount that they're going to be leaving this country left and
Here's
right.
the deal. Here's the deal. We already have the highest corporate tax rate in the Western world. Okay? Actually, in the world, I would assume to say. We already have the highest corporate tax rate in the world, in this country. For big business, I should say. Obviously, corporate tax rate. So what happens when... okay, we already know that they're already leaving this country. We already know that they're manufacturing and they are leaving. Pfizer, Ford, Nabisco, Carrier... Like, all of these companies have announced this year, since January, that they're going to leave this country. So, okay. We already know that they're leaving. That's bad for the United States, in case anybody didn't know that. That's a bad thing. And that's already with the current taxes in place by Barack Obama. So when Hillary Clinton raises them again, how do you think they're going to stay? At what point do you think that they're going to stay just because they love this country, or what?
And somebody said that Trump's tax plan will raise taxes for the poor and middle class. That is 100% false. It's even laid out on his website. He is going to lower taxes for everybody.
They're not even paying. The working class families, if you make under $50,000 a year with a spouse, you don't pay anything in taxes. Zero. All of this is public information.
Exactly. People come into this discussion with zero knowledge of what the country needs.
Exactly.
They come into this conversation with what they want as an individual. They want to be able to poop wherever they want and not have anybody be able to say anything to them. They want to walk in with rainbow hair to a high-end CEO job or a biker bar and expect nobody to turn a head at them and look at them funny.
Right.
Because if they do, then they're going to be all sue happy, and that's what they want.
The funny thing about social issues, just so everybody understands, the funny thing about it is no matter what pieces of paper the government writes, none of that is going to change a person's core belief on something. No piece of paper in this world is going to change a hardcore Christian conservative values to accept homosexuals. Not one piece of paper in this world is going to do that. So if you really want to start opening and expressing and, finding a level playing field with everybody, be respectful of the other person first and foremost. Understand that if they don't want to talk to you, they don't have to. They are not required to accept you. Just know that. Going into a conversation, just know that people are not required to accept you. And no piece of paper in this world is ever going to make them accept you. So, deal with it. Get over yourself.
And believe it or not, we haven't had Fox on the TV in probably 2+ months.
We don't watch Fox. It's just as bad as all the other ones.
The Milo tour will be in Boulder and in the Springs in January. We may have to go to that.
We will go to that.
Well, it's 11:30.
Okay, just wind it down. Megan Kelly. No. Where's your cute doggy? They're inside. They're sleeping. They're more tired than we are.
I don't care wherever or whomever thinks we're gonna burn anywhere. I don't care what people think about
See,
me.
but the thing is, I already have my own personal relationship with God, and people can judge all they want, which is interesting because they're not supposed to be doing that. But it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me because I'm secure in my faith. I'm
secure in myself.
I'm secure in myself. That's a good way of saying that. It doesn't bother me what other people say. I mean, we get people that say we're losers, that we're faggots, that whatever. I find that funny because you just come into a scope and call somebody a faggot. Like, just imagine doing that in real life. Just, like, walking up to somebody in the middle of the street and say, faggot. Like, that... like, they would never do that in real life. That's why I find it funny when they do it here. But I'm secure in myself. It doesn't bother me at all. At all.
Jelly bean.
Jellybean, we got your breaking news tweet.
Loved it.
I loved the breaking news tweet.
How does he not care about us?
I honestly would say the opposite. I think Donald Trump is the first politician in my lifetime to ever have cared about me. Do you know why? Because he's actually speaking from the heart, and he's saying things that resonate with me dead on, and he's one of those guys that gets things done. And I really honestly think that if he wins this, when he wins this, he's going to put mine as well as all other Americans' best interest first when making decisions. And that's something we haven't seen in this country in a very, very long time.
Somebody said he's a Republican. All Republicans hate you. So, first of all, that's beside the point.
Not true, first of all.
It is a common idea that Republicans don't agree with the gay lifestyle. However, Trump destroyed that when he ran for president, and he threw all of that out the window. And I don't care if the Republican Party agrees with my lifestyle or not. Trump does. And it goes back to the late 80s, early 90s, when he was donating money to gay men's health organizations and AIDS research organizations. In 92, he held a benefit at the Trump Taj Mahal, and all of the proceeds went directly to gay men's health organizations. In 2000, he gave an interview with The Advocate saying that there should be an amendment to the 1964 Civil Rights Act to include homosexuals.
And we can go on and on.
And he wasn't even running for president. This was out of his own volition. He just thought it was something that needed to be done, so he spoke up on it. What has Hillary Clinton done? In 2008, when one of her lesbian friends came up to her and said, "Hey, we need your help. We need you to support gay marriage." And she's like, no, I don't support it.
That's a true story, by the way. I just don't understand what you think Hillary Clinton's going to do for you. What is Hillary Clinton going to do for you that she didn't have the ability or access to in the last 30 years? She was First Lady. She had the ability. She was Senator. She had the ability. She was Secretary of State. She had the ability. What has she done for you?
Have you guys actually ever watched Trump? We watch every one of his speeches that he gives.
Every single one. Mostly live. Sometimes we have to play the replay because he talks a lot. Keep this in mind. He does things every single day. Sometimes 2-3 times a day. And that's huge, okay? What is Hillary Clinton doing? You don't see much of her.
What about the anti-gay group he surrounds himself with? Oh, when he went to the meeting in Florida with the anti-gay people, when it was actually the white evangelical Christian group that makes up 1/5 of the voting bloc.
So Donald Trump walks into a church and you assume that he's anti-gay. That's pretty much what you're saying. That if Donald Trump walks into a church, he's anti-gay. That's how the liberal media spins it. That's how you're spinning it.
30 years of corruption, her as POTUS, it would be on steroids, exactly.
And just keep in mind, Hillary Clinton has a lot of favors to pay back to foreign governments and special interests. She has a lot of people to please.
She is literally running for her life. She's not even running for president anymore.
She's running to stay out of jail, I think. I think Trump will win.
I know Trump will win. How is she going to win?
Nepotism. Ooh, I like that word.
We're cherry picking because we know that if we respond to your comment, you're not going to have any response. We are gay.
And Trump will win. Two very true points.
Go check 538.com. Well, did anybody realize that at this same time when Reagan was running, he was behind worse in the polls, and he came back to win in a landslide?
And let's keep in mind, Trump is winning these polls, guys. And did you see the debate, every online poll, Trump has won. Keep in mind, since the very beginning, every online poll that puts Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump together, Trump has won. Everybody understand that.
Trump is not in touch with reality. Explain, please.
You say polls do not count. I think that you can learn something from polls. I don't think any poll in this world is 100% accurate. I don't. I don't think you can boil down issues and boil down people's opinions in 1, 2, or 3 questions. I don't. I honestly don't.
And it's all about how you word the question. You can word the question however you want, and you're going to get the response that you want.
Exactly. That's all it is. And anybody that has taken a statistics class or, any kind of negotiation class or anything, you can always phrase things getting a response that you want out of people. That's common knowledge, right?
I read an article today that a poll was taken in North Carolina and it favored Democrats by 9 points. And Trump still won.
Meaning they question Democrats more.
Peter, relax. We're not even going to respond to you because you're using some fake model's picture as your profile picture.
Isn't that a catfish?
I think so.
Is that what a catfish is? I've always wondered. You hear the terms on the internet things and...
Although polls are a joke when Trump wins, but they are right when Hillary wins. Shake my head. Actually, no. The polls that have Hillary Clinton winning have no base behind who they voted or who they polled, what questions they asked. They just say, we asked 1,000 people, Hillary Clinton's winning. Whereas the polls that show Trump winning actually breaks down. We asked X amount of Democrats, X amount of Republicans, X amount of independents. This is what they said. This is what their age groups were.
And Reuters even left out a complete age group in one of their polls because they wanted Hillary Clinton to win. So they just completely left out 18 to 25. Awesome.
Monmouth even got busted cheating on a poll. She's ahead in Colorado. I don't buy that because no viable poll has been taken in Colorado.
We live here and we talk to people, human people, and I don't see that.
This is crepe, guys. I admit I was going to vote for Hillary, but you guys changed my mind. Well, good. Thank you, JoJo. Polls are skewed towards 2012 model, not taking into account for new voters.
Exactly. And that, I just want, everything that I've read or everything that I've understood about this election is so different than anything in history. I mean, it's just so off the mark that they can't really predict, and that's why they're so worried, is because they can't use the same models that they've been using to predict, what's going to happen this time around. And, they've always said Trump wasn't going to win. They always said there's no possible way Trump could win the primaries. And look at what he did. He won. Because they couldn't predict. They didn't understand what was happening. Because this election is so different than anything that has ever happened. So I think that you can't use past data this time around. I don't think it works that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong.
I'm in Florida. I'd say 75% of my circle is voting Trump. I would say...
Awesome. That's great.
I would say that, if not more, of our circle is voting Trump.
And keep in mind, I mean, we surround ourselves with a bunch of different types of people. We have a very eclectic group of friends. And surprisingly enough, a lot of our friends are Hispanic. Go figure. I mean, who knew? But I know for a fact they hate Hillary. So that's going to be interesting. I know that a lot of them don't like Trump either. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but...
There was a Cafe Press, I believe they sell political merchandise online, and they said, and they made a good point, people that are buying these products, these political products, are the people that are going to go out and vote. If you're spending money on a Trump shirt or a Hillary shirt or whatever, you're going to go out and vote. And they said, by their estimates, Trump is up 20% based on merchandise that has been sold.
Right.
and the anti-Hillary stuff that is being sold is up 871%, I believe.
That's a lot. I didn't even know it goes past 100.
Right. Trump had more Republican votes than any other candidate ever. Exactly. And that was running against 16 other people.
Yeah. And keep in mind, Trump has the most minority votes of any other Republican in history.
1 out of 3 Latinos now approve of him, and 1 out of 4 African Americans now approve of him.
That's great. It's great news. Great news all around. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready for bed.
I think we are exhausted. You can see it on our faces.
Somebody just said flash in the pan. I love it.
But we are going to close it up for tonight, but definitely follow us on YouTube, A Politic Voice. We have a lot of subscribers now.
We do. I don't know how real they are, but...
I think we have like almost 200 subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome. Thank you guys so much. And we passed 1 million hearts on Periscope. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everybody, for that. We appreciate it.
And follow us on Twitter, Politic Voice. Direct message us if we're not getting to your comments, and we will definitely get back to you. It's been a little rough because we just got back from vacation, but we are getting back into the swing of things here, so bear with us.
We will be on again tomorrow night, probably 10:30, 11 o'clock, just because I work late. It'll probably be a shorter Periscope tomorrow night, because I have to work early the next morning. But Saturday and Sunday we will be on early, fully refreshed.
We might even give you guys 2 scopes on Saturday.
Oh, man. We'll try to be on at 7:30, 8 o'clock Mountain Standard Time on Saturday. So bear with us as we readjust, and we will be back on tomorrow.
That's true.
Love you all.
Bye.